Let me guess. This sounds familiar. You sit down in the morning. You open the charts. You have a plan. Maybe it's buy the dip. Maybe it's sell the rally. Maybe you're looking for a breakout. And some days, it works beautifully. You're in flow. Everything clicks. But other days, you get chopped to pieces. Whipsawed. Stopped out 3 times before lunch. And you're left asking yourself, what the hell happened? Here's the thing. It's not your strategy that failed. It's that you were playing the wrong game for the environment you were in. Today, that pattern ends. I'm going to show you exactly why and exactly how to fix it. Think about this for a second. Between 9:30 in the morning and 3 p.m., price can move in 25,000 different ways. 25,000 unique paths. Every single day? That sounds like chaos. And honestly, it is chaos. Unless you know the secret. Here's what the professionals know that most traders don't. All of that complexity, all 25,000 possibilities, compresses down to just 4 categories. 4 day types. That's it. And once you know how to identify them, you stop fighting the tape and you start trading with intention. Let me show you how this works. So here's the method. Pay close attention because this is the foundation of everything. You use the hourly chart for your classification. That's your time frame. Your reference point, your mean, is the 9:31-minute candle. Specifically, the range from its high to its low. That green box you see on the chart, that's your 9:30 mean. And you make your classification between 9:30 a.m. and 2:59 p.m. Eastern Time. That's your classification window, 9:30 to 14:59. Now let me introduce you to the 4 day types and their frequencies. Day type 1, range 1, 38% of all days. This is the most common. The market just makes out with the mean, rotating back and forth. Price keeps returning to that 9:30 range. Day type 2, DWP, directional with pullback, 32%. Strong trend, but with buyable pullbacks against the direction. The trend holds, but you get entry opportunities on the pullbacks. Day type 3, DMP, directional no pullback, 15%. Pure one-sided trend. No mercy, no pullbacks, just one direction. Day type 1, range 1. We call it making out with the mean. This is 38% of all trading days. The most common environment you will ever trade. Here's the defining rule. Between 9:30 and 3 p.m., price touches, swipes, or trades through the 9:30 mean for 4 or more hourly periods. Look at the chart. See that green box? That's your 9:30 range. And on a range 1 day, price keeps coming back to it. 4 or more hours where price returns to touch that mean. That's how you know it's range 1. Now what does this feel like as a trader? It's a scalper's paradise. And it's a trend trader's absolute nightmare. Breakout attempts fail. Holding runners gets you stopped out. Every time you think it's finally going somewhere, it reverses right back. The market isn't trending. It's rotating. It's magnetized to that mean. So who wins on range 1 days? Traders harvesting small, repeatable 10 to 20 handle reversions back to the mean. That's the play. Professionals love this day because the playbook is simple. Fade the extremes, target the mean. Amateurs blow up. Day type 2, DWP, directional with pullback. This is 32% of all days. The second most common environment. Here's the defining rule. Price moves away from the 9:30 mean and never returns. The trend is established early and it holds. However, and this is the key distinction, price takes out at least one hourly high or low against the trend direction. That pullback, that brief move against the trend where it takes out a previous hour's level, that's your entry signal. That's what makes it DWP instead of DNP. Look at the chart example. See how price trends, but pulls back and takes out an hourly level before continuing? That's your DWP signature. What does it feel like to trade? Strong directional bias with tradable pullbacks. Buy the dip works on DWP days. But don't sell the rip. The trend is your friend. You just need patience to wait for that pullback hour. Most DWPs end in a tight range in the afternoon. The big move happens earlier in the day. So who wins on DWP? Day type 3, DMP, directional no pullback. Only 15% of days. This is the true trend day, the one-way freight train. Here's the defining rule. Price moves away from the 9:30 mean. It spends 5 or more hours moving away before 3 p.m. It does not return to the mean. And crucially, it does not take out any hourly highs or lows against the trend's direction. No pullbacks, no traps, just one direction, all day long. Look at the chart. See how price just walks away from the 9:30 box and never looks back? Every single hour makes new highs or new lows in the trend direction. That's DNP. What does this feel like as a trader? A clean, no mercy trend. One side of the market has full control. Bulls or bears, someone is completely in charge. Every counter-trend attempt gets absolutely slapped. Instantly rejected. Every dip is bought immediately. Or every rally is sold immediately if it's a downtrend. So who wins on DMP days? Day type 4. Range 2. The reversion day. This is the least common. Only 12% of days. But it creates the biggest emotional damage of all 4 types. Here's the defining rule. It starts with a clean breakout away from the 930 mean. Looks exactly like a DWP. Strong directional move early. Everything points to trend continuation. Then, before 3 p.m., the trend fails aggressively. The market reverses and reverts all the way back to the 930 mean. We call this filling the thigh gap. That space between where the market extended and where the mean sits gets completely filled in. Look at the chart. See how it trends away early, creates that gap, and then reverses to fill it? That's range 2. What does it feel like to trade? Devastating. Absolutely devastating for trend traders. They feel great early. They're in profit. Position is working. Everything looks perfect. Then they get slapped by the afternoon reversal. And all those gains disappear. Often turns into a loss. Your assignment. This is where knowledge becomes skill. Go back 6 months and classify every single day. Knowledge is useless without practice. Reading about day types doesn't make you better. Actually classifying hundreds of days is how you train your brain to see these patterns automatically. Here's exactly what you do. Step 1. Open NASDAQ futures on a 5-minute chart. Step 2. For each day, go to 10 a.m. Look at what's happened so far. State your early bias out loud. Is it looking like a range 1 day where price keeps touching the mean? Is it looking like a DMP one-way trend? Or is it shaping up to be a DWP with a pullback or possibly a range 2 reversal? Step 3. Play forward to 3 p.m. and make the final classification based on the rules I just taught you. Range 1, DWP, DMP, or range 2. Was your early bias correct? What changed? Step 4. Log it. Screenshot it. Label it. Study it. Build a library of examples for each of the 4 day types. Do this for 6 months of historical